Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to install Git and GitHub for Windows machines. But first, let me tell you shortly about what is Git and GitHub. Git and GitHub is a version control system. There are some alternatives of it, but it is the most commonly used one in the IT area. It provides you the ability to keep and manage your projects based on the versions, so you can turn back old versions of your project if you face any problem. It also gives ability to work on a project collaboratively as a team. You can handle conflicts about the project in team and prevent them with Git and GitHub. Actually, Git and GitHub are two different platforms. Git works on your local machine, but GitHub is a remote platform in the cloud. You can manage your project versions in local with Git, and with GitHub, you can keep, manage, and share your versions in the cloud. Let's pass through the installation part. We will start with Git. First, we should see if we have Git CLI structure in our machine. To understand it, please open the command prompt or CMD. And I opened it. This is my command prompt. And I type here git space -- version and pressed enter. And I'll see this message. It is not recognized in my machine. If you see here a version number, that means it is installed in your machine. You have Git, but I don't have now. I should install it. And I will install it from the original Git website. This is the website, git-csm.com. And you'll see right here the download link in the display. I press this button and I will see several versions for the installation. And I'll choose the 64-bit version for Windows. This is a standalone installer link. I'll choose this for my machine. For 32 bits, you can choose it, and I'll choose this one. It is downloading. And it is done. And I'll use this exe file to install the Git. I give permission. And this is the installation window. Actually, there are some configurations here, but we will keep them with default settings. If you need, you will be able to change these configurations later. And now I'll click next and next. Actually, the old version was installed in my computer, and I'll choose the same file again. Next, next. At the end, there's an install button, and we click it. And it is done. There are two check boxes here, and I'll uncheck them, and I don't need that. And click the finish button. Now it is done, and I'll check again if I have Git or not. I will type the same command again, git space -- version, and press enter. Actually, it gives the same message again. I will refresh the command prompt, open the command prompt again. I'll try again. git space double dash version. And when I press enter, I see the version number here, and it means that it is installed. And now we should do some settings with some git commands. The first one is about our username. This username is not a credential about our login or something else like that. It is just a name that your teammates will see when you do a change in your project. I will do this setting. Git space config. This is a configuration. Space double dash global and space user dot name and space again. Between double quotes, I will give a username. It is better to use your own name. Your teammates will see this name when you do some changes in your project. And I'll give the username between double quotes and press enter. It is done. And the second one is your email address. You will give an email address. Git space config space double dash global space user dot email and space again. And between double quotes, I will give my email address. I close double quotes and press enter, and it is done. Actually, there's a third setting here. These two are mandatory, but this third one is not mandatory. It is optional. It is about colorizing your Git comments, and it makes your comments easy to understand. It will be useful for you. Git space config space double dash global space color dot UI. I'll make it true and press enter, and it is done. And now the Git installation part is done. Now we can do the GitHub part, and we will create a GitHub account. So we will continue with the GitHub part. We will create an account in the GitHub website. This is our website. You will see two buttons right up there, the sign in and sign up button. And if you already have an account in GitHub, you will sign in with this button. If you don't have, you should do first a sign up, and we will continue with it. At first, we will give our email address. This is my mail address. I will give a password. And continue with it. It needs a username. I'll change the old one. And I will use this one and continue with it. There's a question, would you like to receive about updates and announcements? I don't want it, I don't need that. I'll say no with N. And there's a puzzle here. click the Start Puzzle button. It is asking a spiral galaxy. I'll pick this one. And the second spiral galaxy is this one. It is done. You will see the check mark. I'll click the Create Account button. And there's a verification code. You will receive an email about this. I'll copy this verification code and paste it here. And this is my code. It automatically passes. And there are some other questions about you and your team. You can answer them, questions, or you can choose skip for this part. I'll say it is just me. I'm a student, and continue. I don't need to choose these. I'll say continue, and I will choose the free one, the free version. Continue with free, and it is done. Now the GitHub is also ready. Now we have both Git and GitHub, but they are not so useful on their own. We should make them working together. We should connect them. But first, we should give authorization to our local repository to connect with the remote one. Our local repository is the Git one, Git version. And we need to do some configuration about authorization with some Git comments, and our command is git space config space -- global space credential dot username. We should give the username between double quotes, and our username is, and you will see in your GitHub repository. And press enter. And we will give the password with the same command, git space config space -- global space credential dot password. And I'll write the password between double quotes on the other window. And I press the enter button, and it is done. And we should create a project in GitHub, or as the name here, we should create a repository. You can do this with this button, or you can see your repositories here. We don't have yet, and we can create new one here. We can give a name, our repository. It will be a test repository. It is okay now, and we can choose public and click the create repository button, and it is done. You can see a URL here. We will use this URL for our connection process. And in the next part, we will create a local project. This is our remote project, and we will create a local project, connect with here. For my local project, I will create a folder here on my colorful desktop, a new folder, and I'll name it projects. And I'm planning to use this folder for my future projects also. This is empty now. And in this bar, you will see the path of this folder. We can copy it, and we need it. We need this path. I copy it. And on the command prompt, I need to enter that folder in the command prompt, and I need to change directory to that folder with cd command, change directory, and copy the path here, and press enter, and I'm in the projects folder in the command prompt. Now, with a git command, we will connect our Git and GitHub repositories, and this command is clone, git space clone, and I need the URL here. Which URL? I mentioned before, and this is our URL. I copy this with this button and come again here and paste my URL and press enter. And it is cloning, and it is cloned, but there's a warning. It is warning about this repository is empty. I know it. There's nothing in that repository, and I can give something in, put something in that repository now. I open my folder, my test project. I will create a new file here. It can be a text document, and its name will be hello. And I open it. I type here hello. Sorry. Hello world as a classic, and save it. And now I can push this file to my remote repository. And at first, I shall change my directory again to my project, which name is test. First, I can create the first version of my project with git space add space dot command. It is done. And second, with git commit command space dash n, and I'll give a message. This is my first commit, and press enter, and you will see my file here. One file changed or an insertion to my project, and that's the hello txt file. I can see that, and it is in my local repo now, and I will push it to my remote repo with git push command. When I press enter, there's a window opened here, and there are two options here. I can choose browser or device. I can log in with my login to my GitHub account with this, or I can choose token. If I choose this one, it will ask again and again in every push command. But token It's a better choice. If you have a token and use it here, it will don't ask again. So I'll go my GitHub account. That's here. You will see on that link the settings on the right tab. In the settings, when I go down, there are developer settings, and I will see here personal access tokens. I don't have a token now, and I will generate a new token. What is this token for? This is for my text project. And there's an expiration date setting. I don't need any expiration dates. This is for me. If I use this token for my friends, maybe I can choose an expiration date, but it's for me. I don't need any date. Okay, and I'll check this repo. I need this for my repos. That's enough. And I'll generate token. And here is my token. I copy it with this button and come here and copy this token here and sign in. When I came here again, our push is done. I can see the objects. I'm in the main and it is done. Then I go to my repository. It is the test repository. I'll come in here and I can see my first commit, my message here, and my file. I can see it here. I can open also that file and I will see my message, hello world. Okay, that's all. We pushed our local repo to our remote repo, and we'll see that file in our GitHub repository. So we installed Git first, and then we created GitHub account, and at last we connected our local Git repo with the remote GitHub repo. Thanks again. Bye.